Hey guys, it is NCSFan001 here, welcoming you to the next project for the channel. So, this is not going to be a normal project. This is actually going to be a run-through of Galactic Conquest. In Star Wars Battlefront 2, I'm taking my less experienced profile so that I don't have too many overpowered upgrades. So, the reason I'm doing it this way is because I do have intentions probably this summer to do a playthrough of Rise of the Empire, primarily in co-op with my friend Marshall, because he's actually really good at this game too. And we kind of want to do that at some point, probably this summer. So, instead, I'm going to be doing a Galactic Conquest, which is basically just a bunch of conquest matches strung together with a little more strategy to them. You can play as any of the four factions. I'm personally not going to do anything with the Republic or the Empire because they are both seen in the Rise of the Empire campaign. So because of that, it would be between these two, and I personally prefer the Rebellion. They are one of my favorite factions, even though Darth Vader is probably my favorite movie character of all time. So, Galactic Conquest is a little more strategy-based than your typical Star Wars Battlefront 2 game. What you do is, as you can see, there are planets all over the place here. They're either blue or red. Blue means that you control them. Red means that the enemy controls them. Credits are money, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know. It's basically money. We have 1,000 to start out. There's the enemy fleet over there. That's actually their main... Oh yeah, that's their main base. Wait a second, why are we... Yeah, my fleet isn't even over our main base. That's kind of weird, actually. Okay, that's actually kind of weird. Okay, so basically, what matters, though, is your goal is to fight for control of each of these planets and basically win a conquest match on each of them. You also you have to recruit more units. You start out with only the standard soldier class, so you have to buy the rocket launcher class, the sniper class, the shotgun / healing class, the 2 special classes which cost a lot more. You also start out with the pilot class, and you also can buy the marine class for space. Also, you can buy bonuses, various bonuses as you can see here. I'll go more in depth on them later on, but there are only some that I actually find to be helpful. Primarily the garrison bonus, but we don't really have the money to spend on that right now, so I gotta decide what I want to do. I kind of want to see what the other fleet does. Actually, you know what? Just so that we make sure that we win this first battle, I just want to make absolutely sure, because this is also one of my worst maps here. So we are going to invade and hopefully liberate Felucia. At the start of every battle, you can choose to use a bonus if you so desire. I'm not obviously going to use a bonus in every match because that would be kind of cheap, but I do want to use one for this very first fight just to make sure that I can win here. That's my goal. I need to make sure I win here and get a decent foothold at the beginning. And I mean, I want to get enough credits to where I can start off a second fleet somewhere else, probably in the lower rim. Or the lower half. So, anyway, yeah, Star Wars Battlefront 2, it is a first and third person action adventure shooter game, and most people, I will say that this is one of my top 10 favorite games of all time. And actually, this may seem kind of weird, but I'm going to be playing in the first person point of view. I personally prefer first person a little bit over, I mean, I'm just more of a first-person shooter person. I'll probably play a little bit of each viewpoint, though. Hold down L3 to sprint, L1 to throw your grenades, R1 to shoot. And, I mean, I'm only going to play some of this in first person because there are times when it can be difficult. Down on the directional pad to reload. Oh, crap, ATST. We don't want to go that way. And it's kind of slow aiming. Actually, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and switch back to third person because I'm just used to this game playing as third person. I just kind of like to switch it to first person sometimes. I'm going to switch out because this is more fitting for this game now that I think about it. First person in this game doesn't work quite as well as I kind of wish it would. It can be interesting. I think it's also because I've spent more time playing, obviously, in third person over all the years that I've played this game. And whenever I play, like, with Marshall or somebody, we both end up running third person because it just makes more sense to us. Ooh, Frenzy. That means that we earned a medal. Now, I don't think that I have elite level of Frenzy yet, which basically means, or legendary rank of Frenzy yet, which actually would allow you to get the reward every life you spawn in. I think I have some of the others like that, that's why I have the red hue around me. However, once you get a Frenzy medal, if you hit R2 to switch to your secondary weapon, which in this case is a blaster pistol that never runs out of ammo, but it does overheat. However, if you go back one more time, you'll get the award rifle. The award rifle is earned, I believe it's 12 assault rifle kills in one life, which isn't really that difficult in Galactic Conquest because you always have to start out with the assault rifle class unless you want to buy another class right off the bat. This thing is effing overpowered. It is so overpowered. It's called the award rifle. It's a burst rifle, but it's a one burst kill most of the time. And you can hit R3 to zoom in, or if you're in first person, it'll actually go down a scope almost every time, instead of just doing that. So yeah, interesting enough. War Hero and those other two medals I've gotten along the way, you just get those as you score certain numbers of points in a single life. L1 throws your explosive, or whatever that ability is. It sort of depends on the class, and L2 will switch your special ability if you happen to have another one, because sometimes you'll be carrying two different ones. So the goal of Conquest mode, like I said, Galactic Conquest, your goal is to retake pretty much the entire galaxy by, you know, reclaiming every territory, by winning a match on every map. And I'm getting killed here, unfortunately. Ah, crap. Don't expect, like, perfect gameplay. I'm not perfect at this game, no doubt in my mind that I'm nowhere near as good as some players. But I consider myself to be a little bit better than, like, a normal player, because, I mean, I tend to average probably a 20-ish kill-death ratio per match, on average, probably. Okay, so I'm not going to switch weapons, though, unless I absolutely have to, in case I do have the award rifle already unlocked, because that can be sort of too much of an unfair advantage, and I think it's going to be better for me to do it this way, just so you can see how to, you know, win matches without using awards and stuff. And like I said, I'm going to try not to use too many bonuses, and wow, that was bad on my part. Oh wow, I got it already. Okay. I thought it was 12 kills. Maybe it's only 8. Like, it may only be 8 kills in a life with the assault rifle. I thought it was 12. I'll have to look at that after the match, actually. Okay, so not my best start, but we're doing okay, you know? Oh crap, those are thermal detonators, or grenades, as they really could be called. And they hurt a lot if you get hit by one. So, well, I think the best thing to do is just to try not to get hit by one, because they're very powerful. Okay, so yeah, Conquest, your goal is to capture the command posts around the map, these white beams and red beams as some of them have been. The lock-on feature gets kind of annoying, as you can see there, because sometimes it will sort of lock onto somebody without you wanting it to. You can also hit X to jump, and square will like lock onto the nearest enemy. So I average usually like a 10 to 20 KD ratio per game on average. This is not one of my better matches, though, I can already tell that. But thermal detonators tend to get really annoying, so if you ever see one, just run, because there's no way to throw them back like in like COD or anything. So I just suggest not getting near them. And if they throw them at you, run. Use your anger. Okay, so anyway. Looks like we've nearly cleared them out. You can either take all the command posts, is one way you can win, or you can wipe out the other team. Well, you have to take all the command posts, then hold all of them together for 20 seconds. And I just got hit by a thermal detonator. Exactly what I mean. They do a ton of damage. Way more than they should. But we are about to win, because they only have one reinforcement left. Okay, we won. So yeah, you can either capture all the command posts, or, as you saw there, run the other team out of enemy reinforcements. Excuse me. Okay, so 48-3, not a terrible start. I guess that's what, a 16 kill-death ratio. That's not too bad. I'll take that for a start. And you also get various awards at the end, like Tank Buster for destroying vehicles, Killing Spree for getting, well, killing sprees, like kill streaks and stuff. Camper, I never totally understood that. I assume it's just from sitting somewhere for too long. Survivalist is staying alive, yada, yada, yada. Then we're going to look at my personal stats. So 66 points, 48 kills, 3 deaths. You can also earn points by going in and capturing stuff. Hero points only matter if you use the leader bonus. Which we'll probably worry about that later. Crap, I hate that. That's the problem with this TV. It sometimes likes to get dark. So we got 3 Frenzies, a Guardian, 3 Endurances, and 1 War Hero. Then it has your Nemesis, your bait, your headshot numbers, your weapons, etc. You go here, you see I'm a general rank with a 9.27 KD ratio. Average of 19 points per life, really? Thought I had a little more than that. And here you have your awards. Okay, Frenzy is 9 kills. Okay, that makes more sense now. So 9 kill streak with an assault rifle gets you Frenzy medals. Others, Guardians, War Hero, and Endurances are the easiest to get. You just have to score points in a life to get them. Marksman, you have to get 6 headshots with a sniper rifle. Technician, you have to slice into a vehicle. Gunslinger is 6 kills with a pistol. Demolition is by far the hardest challenge. It's the only one that's really hard. 4 rocket launcher critical hits on a vehicle in 1 life. That's actually really difficult to do. About the only place you can do it is Hoth, really, because of the AT-ATs. Regulator is 6... Oh, it's 8 kills, I thought? Okay. 8 kills in 1 life with a shotgun. Okay, but for that, you're going to earn probably a lot of frenzies playing this game mode just because of the nature of it. The fact that you start out with the assault rifle class only, unless you buy something else right at the beginning. So yeah, now this project though is, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to take quite a while, and I'm going to not save until the end of a video. But this is going to take a while just because, even though it's not usually super difficult, we have a lot of territory we have to take back, and the enemy fleet constantly engages you in space battles, which takes up just too much freaking time. Oh crap, they're headed for our main base. I was gonna wait and do another fleet later, but I would personally rather not take the risk. I like having 2 of those at any time in case I decide that I'm going to need them. Didn't quite accept it. There we go. Next up, though, I want to buy some more units, but we needed a 2nd fleet eventually anyway. We're going to leave that fleet there to defend Hoth, because I'd rather have them defend Hoth than have to go into ground battle on it, because it's worth a lot more credits. It's worth 1,000 credits to them. So I'm going to send my primary fleet down here. And here they go. They are attacking, so you're at least going to get to see a space battle here at the very beginning of the episode, the first part of this. Space battle over Hoth. Wow, that's pretty stupid. Energy boost is about the most useless thing. It gives you like a slight stamina boost. It's really kind of useless. The other one they had, the auto turret bonus, that one is really, really good if you're playing against a human player. Because they tend to, if you're playing against a human player that can hold command posts fairly easily, they help a lot. I can tell you that from playing against Marshall all the time, is that they can really help a lot. However, in this mode, I don't really find them to be useful against AI, and AI won't be doing too much damage to you either because you can secure command posts really easily. So, space battles are drastically different. You're not playing Capture the Flag, you're actually going to be playing, as you can see here, these are the matches where I also don't get like a 20 KD ratio either. You're going to be out in space and you see points counters. You get 1 point for killing another human that's like in the ship or something, or droid I guess, that's not in a ship. You get 4 points for shooting down ships. But your primary points are going to come from taking out enemy critical systems, which are the green arrows on the 2 ship symbols in the upper right. They have already gotten 5 points. Wait, how's that possible? Because they haven't landed in our ship yet. Okay, so I took the landing craft. The reason being, it is harder to fly, and I crash these half the time, unfortunately. But if you can land it, you can actually spawn friendly forces within the enemy capital ship. Oh crap, do not crash into that, please. Okay, good enough. Unfortunately, though, the friendly AI is extremely stupid and will quite often get back in the ship, take off, and crash it into the wall. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. So this is my typical strategy for this. You may not want to do this when you're playing another human player, because it can be faster to do it in another way, like doing it from the outside, by taking out the shield generator from the outside. But when you're playing computer, this is a pretty good strategy. You'll want to go into the main ship and then set off the charges. I can't remember what they're called. They're not called satchel charges. They're called... Can't remember what they're called. Time bombs, duh. Wow, how did I manage to forget that? Time bombs go off after 5 seconds. You put them on the enemy ship. Am I the only person that's even gotten points on my team? Hey, dude, I'm just trying to destroy your shield generator. Why are you being so mean to me? Oh, hey, but thank you very much for dropping that. Now I don't have to go back outside and resupply. Takes 4 time bombs to destroy the shield generator. Hey, idiot, I've already taken out your shield generator, so it doesn't matter. Haha.
Their shields have been disabled.
You can hit circle wall on the ground like this to roll if you so desire. I also want to take out their auto turret defense mainframe. I may die in the process, but in the early phases, it's more about, I guess, sacrificing and making sure that you can destroy as much as you can. So we've at least got that smoking, so someone will probably take it out later. Our landing craft is still there, which is really good. I do not suggest trying to go fighter to fighter until later, though, until later in the game. Because, like I said, fighter kills, they aren't necessarily difficult, but they're only worth 4 points apiece. And we're playing to 180. By the way, this mode is called Assault. If you're playing, like, you know, instant action modes, this is called Assault. So, basically, what you want to do with these is bomb the critical systems and the additional ships, the frigates as they're called. And I totally missed with that last two. That's what I don't like about the Rebel Bomber. It's a excuse me, sort of burp there. It's called a Y-Wing, and it unfortunately does not bomb the same way as some of the others. It drops 2 bombs at a time, 3 times, whereas some of the other bombers will drop all 6 in one run. They have a long range, though. So, yeah, that's what I don't really like as much about the Rebel craft. You can circle wall in a ship to do an evasive maneuver. That's really only useful when you're trying to evade missiles, though. Ergo, it's called the evasive maneuver. Alright, it's down. And that put us pretty far in the lead. Okay, there's no second frigate on this map. Dang it, those are usually easy points. This map's too small to have a second frigate, I guess. Some maps will have 2 frigates, like I just said. And they're really good points, so I suggest going after them first. Ooh, that was close. I turned away a little too late, but we have at least done significant damage to the communications array. Now, if you stayed inside the ship and didn't die like I did trying to take out the auto turret system, which isn't really necessary, it's not a critical system, it just helps a little bit. I mean, it's not super helpful. Also, don't try not to crash into the asteroids either, because crashing into stuff can be instant death. And if you're playing as the pilot class, you regenerate health while in the ship, versus if you were playing as a Marine, you have better ground weapons, but don't regenerate while in a ship. But if you stayed inside, you could actually damage both the engines and the life support systems and potentially destroy them. Okay, and here's the engines. Wow, they've taken a lot of damage. Takes 6 bombs, I think, to destroy 1 engine. Different ships have completely different layouts. Like, if you go to any other map, or no, if you go to other maps, they might look a little different. And the ships are going to have, you know, slightly different. Each ship has a different position, even if they're all the same in. Like, what I'm trying to say is, the ship is always going to look the same if you're fighting the same enemy. But with different enemies, the ships will look different, and they will have different layouts to where the critical systems are in different places. But if you were inside, you could destroy both the engines and the life support. The life support, I believe, is always on the bottom of the ship. So that's usually what I go for last. It's sort of out in the middle of nowhere. But like I said, it takes a very long time to do a Galactic Conquest, because you can even see now, this video, we're only getting through, 2 battles, and we've only got like 5 minutes left too until I'm gonna have to shut down the camera. This is my 25-minute limit unless I edit videos together, which I may end up doing sometimes in this just because of how long it would take otherwise. But anyway, looks like we're taking some fire from somebody, but it's not a big deal. Oh wait, actually it may be a big deal. Oh, but we took out the sensor relay, so it would have been worth it, I suppose, if we had actually died. Okay, let's go up under the ship. And where is their life support system? That is an asteroid. Like I said, try not to hit one. You can hold back on the right control stick to slow down. And that can be helpful for, making quick turns and stuff, or just tighter turns. And it looks like our gunner buddy is trying to help us out a little bit here. Some ships have, multiple spots where you might be able to be a gunner and a pilot, or even sometimes just passengers on like those transport ships that we had at the very beginning. Oh man, this actually might be enough points. We're going to have close to enough points after taking this thing out to win. We may need to shoot down one more fighter. Oh, we need one more point. That means I would either need to kill a human or another ship. Another human is 1 point. Okay, you know what? You get to die now, Mr. TIE Interceptor. Problem is, bombers are not built for dogfighting. They have more health and a very powerful main gun. Hey, we killed it, so never mind my speech. Victory screech! Oh, okay, I can't do that. My voice is too deep for that. So 9-1, that's actually pretty good now that I think about it. For a space battle, that's actually pretty good. What did matter though was we beat it pretty fast, and that will actually destroy the enemy fleet, which is a good thing. You never want to have yours destroyed because, well, no, you can always build a new fleet for free if you have none, but, it's just better to always have multiple fleets if you can and just try not to lose them. But that's going to be enough for this video, guys. Next time, we will take to the offensive. And, well, I'll name all that stuff later. But next time, we'll take to the offensive again and continue our liberation of planets of the galaxy. So, see you guys then.